Hello, you guys. Namaste. Welcome and welcome back. My name is Nela Ma'at, and today, you guys, we are going to be calling in our most beloved ancestors, the energy, the frequency of our Divine Mother, Father, Source, Creator, of course. And my intentions are to be at service, to serve as a vessel to clarify, to confirm, to nourish you, to comfort you. Okay? May you allow yourself this gift. My readings, my channeling are very different. I am honestly here, and if you're intuitive, you will feel me. I'm not here to sell you stories. I do have reverence for your journey because I'm like you walking this path. And I know the sacrifices, the transmutation of pain. I know healing the inner child, moving through ancestral healing is a lot, okay? So please know that I'm here with reverence for you and your journey. And I speak blessings about you and your family, okay? So first of all, we're going to um, take a minute here, and with the power of my words and my intentions, call in the presence of our most beloved Divine Mother, ancestors, primordial and celestial guides, asking for assistance. Thank you. Setting the ego aside and opening myself to receiving messages. I'm hearing the wolf. The wolf is about leadership. It's about protecting. I'm hearing protecting what's yours, protecting the future. It's about healing your relationship with life. I'm hearing you are in a very unique path, and it's important to honor the cycles. Now I'm seeing like a loner, right? Then I'm seeing a pack. And Spirit is saying, honor the time to where you have to experience a time of solitude, okay? This is going to provide you what you need, because the Spirit is saying about, speaking about, the importance of grounding ourselves and maturing our energy field, then integrating with others. Okay, so Spirit is speaking about how, when we take time by ourselves, when we make sure we're grounding our root chakra with the mother, and the process of seeking inner guidance and seeking truth within ourselves, right, affect when we're merging into other dynamics. Because if your relationship with yourself is distorted and there's a lot of internal conflict, you're not grounded within your body, you're not grounded within your own life. If you have not yet cultivated your inner foundations, then what do you think is going to happen when we merge with others? And so the spirit of the wolf brings those lessons of learning that sometimes in life we have to take solo journeys, and these does not mean that we don't belong. It doesn't mean that there's nothing wrong with us. It really is about the an aspect to our journey in life and healing, right? Okay, Spirit is now speaking of how sometimes we're in partnership. Sometimes, there are periods of time with some people, depend on your journey, you're going to be navigating life solo, staying single, and going through different situations. So Spirit is saying, don't compare your life to others, and recognize that there are different cycles to life. Some people are, meant to merge with other and stay there till they're ready to transition. Some people, they don't. They're meant to grow through different relationships. And so, yeah, Spirit is saying find the beauty within your personal experience and don't compare yourself to others. Don't compare your spiritual journey neither. All right? Okay, cool. Ooh. All right. Okay. Ooh, let's see what we got. Money, 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 money. Money, 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 money. There's a lot of divine protection. There's lots of resources coming in. And Spirit is speaking of good news, positive news. Okay, this communication is going to change your life. All right. I see you coming into contact with someone, with something. This person or you can have lots of Capricorn. Okay. I'm also hearing Libra. I'm also hearing Scorpio. Let me see what else here. Here comes the song, little darling. Oh, Spirit is speaking of you healing your relationship with your divine feminine, healing mother wounds. Okay, this is beautiful. The sun is currently illuminating what needs to be loved, accepted, valued, integrated, and understood. Okay, Spirit is saying that there's a sense of having to juggle responsibilities, a lot of things related to the house, the home, the children, the dynamics, the money. Okay, all of this is happening because Spirit is guiding you into healing the Five of Pentacles. Okay, I see you overcoming big challenges. uh, I see you saying no to pessimistic people or people who are not being respectful. There's something about you finally recognizing certain dynamics. And this is not about blaming, this is not about having to accuse anyone, but it feels very introspective. And I feel like this is connected to you recognizing patterns and behaviors that you have been learning um, related to the females in your life. Okay, your self-expression, your divine feminine desires to be very creative. Okay, there's a message of speak up, speak beautifully, and make sure that you understand though the power of your words. Okay, I see a spirit recognize what's in your heart desires, and they can hear your prayers. And their spirit is saying, the ancestors are saying, to be open for things moving forward and getting solutions to what you refer as problems. And that's how spirits speak. I guess we find problems, we create problems, and sometimes there's we think that having a challenge is a problem. And so spirit is speaking of support. There's a need to balance the element of air. And so spirit is speaking about notice what happens when you're suppressing your self-expression. Some of you are overcoming being overly critical, or like the perfectionism, or like, yeah, very judgy about yourself. There's something about feeling triggered, maybe certain beliefs of you not being intelligent enough or capable enough. Spirit is speaking of you overcoming the fear of being seen, um, the fear of being different, the fear of intimacy and closeness. I see you reconciling with different aspects of yourself, and the sun is helping you. Okay, we have ascended master Buddha, and so what I'm hearing is the laughing Buddha. Spirit is speaking of the importance of inviting your inner child, your inner teenager, rebellious aspect of you to play and to create moments, right, of joy. Within the this plane of existence, right, your current energy, we have a new beginning. Is coming in. There's a word they're saying, but I'm just translating it. Proximity. It is in proximity. um, but there's a new beginning, and there's a new beginning related to your finances. The spirit is saying it's important to have a plan of action, to stay consistent. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Ever. That's what they're saying. There's lots of protection when it comes to your finances. And if anyone have negative intentions, here spirit, your ancestors are going to be taking matters into hands for sure. We have angelic support. I feel like some of you are going to be relocating, or you recently relocate, and I feel like at first there's going to be some kind of nostalgia, but spirit is going to make sure, okay, that you feel supported. Expect meeting very important people in this new location. Okay, stay in your humility. They're saying it's a new beginning. It's a new energy too. I feel like some of you are going to be settling down somewhere else, and yes, there's a lot of angelic support and protection. Spirit is saying that it's important to once again to communicate clearly. We have Sagittarius, we have the energy of Aquarius here. And so I feel that some of you are going to be called to um, create something in this new location, in this area. With Aquarius here, this is also about teamwork and community. I feel like for some of you, I see someone working the land. This is about connecting with the people around you. Um, for some of you, it's about online. Okay, some of you have been dreaming of manifesting something at home that give you the freedom with Sagittarius that you desire. This is literally something that you have to protect. And so spirit is speaking of be clear in your boundaries. Okay. So we have this very powerful and beautiful transformation that you're going through. Speak up, speak up, do it with grace, do it respectfully. Um, Spirit is speaking of setting your ground and honesty, right? And I just want to say that sometimes you know, we can be very passive aggressive with our communication. Sometimes we can be very defensive. And so spirit is speaking of investing in your communication skills, because yes, that we can be honest. Yes, we can speak up. However, we have to learn to communicate with different people. We cannot just go and be like, oh, well, this is how I communicate and end of the story, right? That's why sometimes there's misunderstandings. And so in spirit is speaking of honoring people and noticing how communication is an art. It's a very important skill in life. We cannot just have expectations to just go and just speak, right? Speak just what is it that they're trying to say? So I can say, all right, well, this is how my family communicate. This is how I am. I say three things straightforward. Boom, right? I might be used to do that. Maybe that's what I learned from my family. But if you are with Aquarius here, if you are someone, and Sagittarius with this energy, what they're saying, if you are someone who desires to be out there for the people, for community, there needs to be an adjustment. So this is not about changing your being, changing your honesty, or changing the fact that you're direct, but it is also about taking into consideration other people, where they come from, their cultures, and being respectful. There are ways to set boundaries and to stand the ground. That doesn't have to be all loud and slamming doors and just doing a whole show just because that's what we learn. Okay, cool. All right. What are we doing now? All right, Spirit. This is very beautiful energy. Overall, there's a lot of protection. You're guided. We have Capricorn energy, Aquarius, Sagittarius, Cancer, Libra, Aries, Gemini. Okay, more messages. So cultivation, right? And this is about investing in your gifts and your talents, okay? You are in the growing phase right now, and you must continue to water the seeds you have planted in order to reap the rewards. We already talked about that, right? Protecting the future, protecting your seeds, investing in your journey, in communication skills, learning to say no, being honest. More messages, please. The energy feels very grounded. It's like a spirit, like, yeah, okay, we're gonna get what is right. We have cutting ties. You might need to leave your current position and look for something better. Ending a job doesn't mean burning bridges. Go with grace. And so this is about saying no, cutting ties with anything that is not resonating with the life you desire to cultivate, okay? Not being afraid and understanding that sacrifice is just part of life, and true. You have to sacrifice the old in order to get the new. And so ask yourself, what are you ready to sacrifice? We have the energy of direction. Your purpose is unfolding slowly, step by step, as you go along. There's no need to hurry or worry. You're being divinely guided. That's all this energy of angelic protection from our beloved mother. We have outside forces. We have moon energy, so very divine feminine. Unknown figures are driving the situation, and you might not be able to control the outcome. This cycle will shift soon, and everything will be okay. So this is about trusting the direction, trusting divine timing, walking this path, with faith. Know that you are guided. Know that the Creator knows your worries, and you will be provided. And believe in the magic. Believe in these forces, right? Making the moves. We have the energy of new life. So you might get a fresh start or be called to bring a new perspective to your old job. You might also get a tempting job offer or a new place. We spoke about that. What a beautiful energy. Okay, this is it. We have people skills, right? I was talking about communication now, knowing how to say things, being considerate. Okay, you have a flair for working well with others. You could be a diplomat, counselor, salesperson, or head of a company. We have the energy of perspective, answers, real passion, and limitations. Okay, so perspective, if you change the way you look at things, you could see everything in a brand new light that will help you get where you want to be. So this is about the hangman, shifting our perspective, reviewing the stories and the narratives and how we integrate situations. We have answers. You will resolve your current situation soon. Work-wise, you find unique ways to stand out. You find a new opportunity with job security. So this is, again, There are some of you who have been thinking or reevaluating your life. You know that you're ready to invest in something new. Spirit is saying be practical, choose wisely, trust that there's a higher power that's guiding you, because there's no going wrong when you know you're devoted to the source creator with real passion. Stop wasting time and dead end jobs and find your true passion. It's fine to experiment, but you don't have to settle down for less. Okay? So again, there's something about recognize if you are unfulfilled, if you are unhappy, are you being called into something new? All right? Listen to your heart. Then we have the energy limitations. Obstacles are not what they seem. You can get around them with some careful thought or simply choose something better for you. Oh my goodness, this was so in alignment, right? So sometimes we're going through challenges and all we see is problems, and it's okay. I mean, I can relate to having that kind of perspective, and so it's time to change it. It's time to say, you know what, if something is showing up in my life, it's because it's meant to trigger me, activate me into my next cycle of life. I keep seeing the turtle, and so the turtle, spirit animal, speaks of divine feminine wisdom and honoring the cycles of life. Okay, understanding that just because you study and invested in education, yeah, let's say you've been working for 4 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 20 years in a job, that doesn't mean that you're not meant to go through a different cycle in life and freaking do something completely different. All right. Okay, my loves. Oh my goodness. I love you so much. I want to say thank you. Thank you for all that you do. Please don't forget to like, subscribe. Let me know if this resonated. You can share this channel with people you love. I will appreciate you guys support me. I thank you once again. I have deep reverence for your journey. I speak blessings upon you and your loved ones. All right, you guys. Peace. Thank you so much. Ciao, ciao.